As was mentioned in the introduction, we are celebrating the feast of the Holy Family of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. The context of the gospel that we have today is that this particular scene happened after the Magi left the Holy Family. And so, when Joseph was asleep, the angel appeared in his dream with an instruction that he should take the child and his mother to Egypt and stay there until further instruction. So, what was the reason? Because Herod, out of his insecurity, he was threatened by the presence of a king. He would like to kill the child. So that was the information he got from the Magi, and also the information he got from the scribes, the experts of the law. So the intention of Herod was to kill the baby. And so when Joseph took Mary and Jesus to Egypt, Herod ordered the massacre of the innocents, the massacre of children, just to make sure that there would be no king. So in the Old Testament, this also happened. That when the Pharaoh noticed that the Israelites were growing in number, the Pharaoh got insecure. And so the Pharaoh ordered the massacre of the innocents. So this is what we call in scripture study as typology. So here in the prophecy in the Old Testament, it says, "Out of Egypt I called my son." Son here refers to, in the Old Testament, the son refers to the people of Israel. But then in the case of the gospel that we have, this refers to Jesus. Because out of Egypt, Joseph was told to take Jesus and Mary back to Israel. But then, because the king in Judea, the ruler of Judea then was Archelaus, he was a notorious king, a violent king. So Joseph protected Jesus and Mary. And he went, instead of going back to Bethlehem, where their place of origin, because David is from Bethlehem and Jesus and Joseph were from the line of David, they instead went to Galilee, and in a particular place called Nazareth. And why Nazareth? Because there is a prophecy that he shall be called a Nazarene. But not only that, Nazareth was a place that nobody gives attention to. So that's why in one of the accounts in the gospel, soon to be disciple of Jesus was asked, "Let us come and let us see the Messiah." And what he said was, "Is there anything good coming from Nazareth?" Sapagkat sa panahon na yon, ang Nazareth ay hindi sikat. Sa Nazareth, walang taong sikat. Kaya yun yung pinakamagandang tirhan ni Jesus ng hari. Sapagkat hindi mabubunyag ang pagkahari niya sa Nazareth. And so, Jesus was not under the radar of the king. So, the bottom line is, Joseph had protected Jesus. Sinusunod niya kung anong sinasabi sa kanya ng Diyos sa pamamaraan ng anghel. So, my dear brothers and sisters, kung yung dalawa, si Herod at si yung Pharaoh, ay ang intention nila ay patayin yung mga bata, because the bottom line is that they were threatened. So ano naman ang implication nito sa atin? On the basis of the Feast of the Holy Family, the implication of this particular gospel and feast is that the protection of children and protection of families. Na magandang itanong sa atin, sino tayo dun sa mga characters na yon? Are we the Herods or are we Josephs? Herod and the Pharaoh who were basically insecure, or are we Joseph who would like to protect the Messiah? So sa maraming pagkakataon, meron tayong commonalities dito sa mga characters na ito. And most especially to Herod and the Pharaoh, that it is because of our greed and selfishness that actually we kill children. Not killing children literally, but we kill the future society by killing or by destroying our children. And how do we destroy our children? By inculcating in them wrong values. Halimbawa, at the very early age, at the very young age, yung mga magulang, ang ginagawa nila ay pinagkukompete na nila ang kanilang mga anak sa school pa lamang. And yung mga bata, sa murang gulang pa lamang, nakikita na nila na ang buhay ay competition. And if life is competition, competition is at all cost. And when we allow our children to compete in school, kahit na yung mga magulang at mga teachers nag-aaway-away na kasi naghahabulan sa first honor, the thing that would be inculcated into the minds of children is that competition is at all cost. Dito nagsisimula ang corruption. Because if life is a competition and competition is at all cost, then kahit isanla na nila ang kaluluwa nila sa kahit kanino, gagawin nila. Basta manalo lamang yung kanilang mga anak. And my dear brothers and sisters, let us not blame others for the corruption that we have in the government, because we have a share in the corruption. Because those parents before, those elders before, molded the consciousness of the leaders of today that life is a competition. And competition is at all cost. Kaya nga, yung mga tinitingnan natin, lagi nating sinasabi that yung mga kabataan ngayon ang pag-asa ng kinabukasan ng bansa o ng lipunan. But then, my dear brothers and sisters, that is half-truth. That's half-truth because it is what we do to the children of today that matters 30 years or 40 years from now, when they will be able to build up the society in the future. Kung ano yung values na i-inculcate natin sa kanila, yun din yung values na kanilang bubuuin kapag binuo na nila ang lipunan ng kinabukasan. And many things are happening now na walang ibang dapat sisihin kundi tayong mga nakatatanda. Mga simpleng bagay, katulad ng yung nanay o yung tatay ayaw maistorbo, ang ginawa niya, ibinili niya ng gadget yung kanyang anak. Naglaro yung anak ng gadget, yung nanay o yung tatay nakakapag-social media, nakakapag-browse sa internet, at kung ano-ano ang ginagawa na hindi siya naiistorbo ng anak. And what happened to children? They were relating with computers. They were not interacting anymore with other human beings. And so they thought that relationship is on the basis of manipulation. Manipulation in the sense that they are able to manipulate the computer. And when they ask for something they want from their parents, anong nangyayari? Madalas may tantrums na ang mga bata ngayon. Why? Because they think that they can manipulate their parents. Pag hindi binigyan, ay nagtatantrums. At yun ang paraan nila para ma-manipulate ang kanilang mga magulang. And so what values are we trying to inculcate? Ayaw lang natin maistorbo kaya binigyan natin ng computer. Binigyan natin ng gadgets. But the impact of that action to children is that the negative value system that we have inculcated to them. And what would we expect? 30 years from now, anong mga klase ang values nila? So, my dear brothers and sisters, the question is, are we Herods or are we Joseph? Are we trying to kill children because we want to be at peace in what we're doing? Or are we Josephs trying to protect so that the children will be the ones to give hope to the future and create a better society to live in? Christmas can only happen if we protect children and let the Messiah be experienced by the society.